Assalamualaikum, Brother Aiman.
Okay, sana.
Dear brothers and sisters, our program will begin shortly. Please make sure you are on a good internet connection as we don't want you to miss any part of today's event. Kindly fill in your attendance. The link for the registration will open shortly in the chat box. Thank you for listening. Okay, since everyone is here, I will start now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome again everyone to the alumni sharing session of Internship Workshop 2022. I'm Marini binti Muhammad Zaidi and it is my pleasure to be a moderator for our event today. First of all, I would like to say thank you to all of you for spending some of your time joining our session today. I hope all of you can get benefit from today's event as we have lined up for you to be fruitful and engaging, inshallah. So, before we start, it's a great pleasure for me to introduce our honorable speakers for today. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our first guest speaker, Brother Muhammad Nur Aiman bin Muhammad Nur Zaidi, a master's student of human science majoring in history and civilization. He completed an internship at Arkib Negara Malaysia, Cawangan, Perak. Next, we have Brother Aiman bin Ahmad Faizal, currently studying at IUM, and his past internship placement was at Yayasan Warisan Johor. Last but not least, Sister Norafikah binti Abdul Rahim. She is a fresh graduate from IIUM who had done an internship at Jobtivity SDN BHD. Thank you to all of our guest speakers for your time and effort to be the guest speaker for our session today. Your participation is highly appreciated. Dear brother and sister, Before we begin, I would like to invite Brother Muhammad Shukri for the recitation of dua.
الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك الكريم وعظيم سلطانك. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. On this blessed evening, in conjunction with this Forum Internship Workshop, we beseech thee and grateful towards you, in favor of all the infinite blessings to us, your humble servants, to live in safe and prosperous life. We seek your blessing for flawless progress of this event, from the beginning till the end. We seek your guidance to steer clear of events that will detrimental the progress of this event. Ya Latif, Ya Rahman, please bless us with your tawfiq wal hidayah. Please guide International Islamic University Malaysia to greatness, peace, glory, and prosperity in this world and hereafter. Make us a responsible intellectual. Granted us with a valuable knowledge that will be beneficial to mankind. In order to gain your mardatillah, make us your righteous servant that followed your commands and neglect the sinful act. O Allah, please forgive us for our wrongdoing. Ya Munzil al-Barakah, bestow peace to our beloved country Malaysia. Preserve us from any threat and disaster, neither man-made nor natural disaster. And to you, Ya Allah, we ask for security and prosperity upon us, our leaders, and our country. Bestow patience in us in order to face the challenge from you. Please accept our deeds and please reward us accordingly. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تجعل اللهم فينا ولا معنا ولا من يسبعنا شقيا ولا مطرودا ولا محروما. اللهم إنك تعلم أن هذه القلوب قد اجتمعت على محبتك والتقت على طاعتك وتوحدت على دعوتك وتعاهدت على نصرة شريعتك. فوثق اللهم رابطتها وأدم ودها واهدها سبلها واملأها بنورك الذي لا يخبو واشرح صدورنا بفيض الإيمان بك وجميع التوكل عليك وأهيها بمعرفتك وأمسها على الشهادة في سبيلك إنك نعم المولى ونعم النصير. اللهم آمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Brother Muhammad Shukri. Now, without further ado, may I invite our speakers for today to share how they apply for the internship and share with us their experience. We will start first with Brother Muhammad Nur Aiman, continue with Brother Ahmad Faid Aiman, and followed by Sister Norafita. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Everyone can hear my voice?
Boleh Bama.
Clearly? Yes, okay, thank you. Okay, Alhamdulillah, thank you to Isfaria, and thank you also to the moderator for moderating this session. Alhamdulillah, thank you for the invitation to invite me as a speaker for this internship workshop. Inshallah, I will share my humble experience during my internship at Kipera, how I apply the position for the internship. Okay, naturally, like everyone else, and we also have the help from the department, history department, to give us the letters. I mean, the support letters and everything. So we just have to email or rather call the targeted internship places. For me, like Akipera, I call it first because I want to ask whether they have some what we call or empty position if we can continue, we can apply for the internship at the place. So for me, I call her because the secretary is a female. So she said that we have an empty position for internship, and actually, interestingly, that UAE students, IAM students, never have applied for Arcade Perak. So me and another senior, Mas Amir Shami, was the first batch of UAE students to apply at the Arcade Perak. So they also have quite high expectation actually for us to, because they saw us like international universities or something like that. And because usually the one who always apply for internship at Arcade Perak is from USM, UUM, and also UITM. And majority of the the applicant from this university is not from the history courses, which means either from the what we call literature, sastra, or the communication students that deal with what we call public administration and everything. This is the students that who generally apply Arcade, because Arcade is not really for history students actually. Because you want to pursue, you want to like having a job really related to history, actually Arcade is not your option. Your option may be more to the museum and other places like Yayasan Warisan and everything. For Arcade is more on like preserving and everything. So I apply, call, and she said they have empty, and it's a very quick process because they really need interns to help them. So I think that's how. And after that, they will reply your email, and because they want to see your resume and everything, and they will say, okay, you mostly the process is within 1 month overall. Okay, I think that's from my part. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Muhammad Nuraiman. Now moving along to the next speaker, Brother Ahmad Farid. I would like to invite you to share your experience and thoughts with us.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can everyone hear my voice clearly? Yes, sir. Okay. So today, first of all, thank you Xpodium, as well as for the Department of History and Civilization for inviting me as one of the speakers to for this sharing session today. So basically, I am not an alumnus yet, so not one of the alumni. So because this is my final year, final semester, inshallah. So that's less than 2 months, or approximately 2 months to be an officially an alumni for UM. So basically, yes, for the past for the last last September, last July until September, I did my internship at Yayasan Warisan Johor, okay, or known as Johor Heritage Foundation. So this is actually if someone who is very particularly interested in history of Johor, they will exactly choose either Yayasan Warisan Johor or Arkib Negara Malaysia, Cawangan Negara Johor. So the National Archive, but Johor branch. Okay. So basically, I will just share what my experience on there. But first of all, let me share my screen. Okay, sorry. Can you see my slide now? Can you see my slide now? Yes. Okay. Okay. So basically, I just want to share about what I did for 3 months of internship. So basically, as mentioned by Brother Ahmed Zaidi. So basically, first of all, if you want to apply, okay, for this internship, so just a short, what we call a short brief introduction about my application. Actually, I did apply for two places, okay, for two institutions, namely USM Warisan Johor, okay, and then Arkib Negara Malaysia Cawangan Johor. But I did choose USM Warisan Johor in the first place because I just email the administration, the pengurusan Reservoir Johor, and then but I have to wait for about 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks something, and then only I received the offer letter for the placement of internship. So basically, in general, if we talk about Reservoir Johor, okay, it is not just particularly about history or what we call suratan, letters and history, but it has another what we call another branch division, namely the division, namely the administration, and then the management, okay, as well as my place for internship, which is bahagian suratan dan sejarah or literature and history division. So what I did about it, so just want to share about particularly what will you do. So basically, just want to share about something what we call this something pro and cons, right? So we have pro and cons. So I will mention the contra for my experience, okay, undergoing internship as well as in Johor. So as we know that as we all acknowledge that during July until September, the MCO is still ongoing, right? So yeah, so basically it is it is restricted for everyone to come to office. So basically, in the first month in July, I just work from home, but I was given my task by my supervisor, okay, Cik Rendra. So he told me to do this resensi buku, or we call it in English book review. Okay, but this one this book actually is very very hard because you have to read. Okay, you have to read all the books and then you have to write in this one. Okay, so just tell someone. So I write this book review and then we send to him. Okay, so for next one is for August. Okay, so for the August 2021, I was involved in one of their what we call one of their annual program event, which is Anugerah Sastra Johor, ASJ. So I was involved as the committee for this, but not particularly involved directly, because this event was held virtually, okay, on 8 August 2021. So this is one of the finest experience, okay, out of all. So next is, okay, so this is the official booklet, okay, of the ASJ. Okay, so okay, next is the project. I found this one is very interesting enough. Okay, for us as history students, we have to know the difference between transliteration and translation. Okay, translation, it gives you meaning, right? But transliteration, it gives you ways how you could pronounce it. Okay, so for instance, because there were a lot of in Nusa Tenggara, for instance, it has their own documentation place, namely Pusat Dokumentasi Johor, PDJ. So it has a lot of manuscripts that wasn't translated into Roman script yet. Okay, so we as internship students were assigned to do this. Okay, so two manuscripts that I was given is the Majalah Tunas, okay, for the Diamond Jubilee, Sultan of Johor Diamond Jubilee, okay, and then the Gazette for the funeral of the late almarhum Sultan Abu Bakar in 1895. So yeah, so this one, okay, there's in general, okay, this one is the Majalah Tunas. So if we call this one is Sultan Ibrahim, okay, of Johor, okay, the longest serving Sultan, okay, not just in Johor but in Malaya, even in the world, okay, he outlived Queen Victoria actually, okay, and then okay, so this one is Majalah Tunas Unit Intern. So this is my what we call the outcome, okay, the documented translation when you have completed the translation, and then you have to bind, okay, you have to binding, and then you have to submit to your respective supervisor, and then it will be documented at PDJ for public access. Okay, so not just for the sake of us, but for the sake of everyone else. Okay, Okay, next. Okay, so this is excerpt from the manuscript. So yeah, you can see that there are some words that are very difficult, right, to translate. For instance, this one. So what is actually this one? This one is volunteer. Yeah, right. So if you have it, it needs combination of knowledge in philology, okay, philology and history. So if you just have just you just have ability to transliterate, but you don't have knowledge in history, right? So you will never know what does it mean. So that's the importance of having combination both knowledge, history and Malay language, okay, specifically philologies. Okay, and then okay, this one is the State Gazette for the funeral of Late Almarhum Mr. Bakar, who passed away in 1895. This one is, yeah, so it is very old actually, okay, about 200 years, okay, nearly 200 years. And then, yeah, okay, so for the third, my third assignment is I was assigned by my supervisor to do, this is for my September. So the last month of my internship, I was given by Cik Indra. So he told me that, Faid, you have to do something. Okay. I entrusted you to do a burger writing project for the Johor State Mufti. Okay, namely this three State Mufti is the contemporary one. Okay, first is Datuk Syed Abu Al Haddad. Okay, he was from Yemen, and then Tan Sri Datuk Haji Hassan Yunus from Johor, and he later on became the 10th Menteri Besar of Johor actually, and the first Menteri Besar to be chosen democratically. And then the third one is Sri Datuk Abdullah Hassan. He was the next Mufti, succeeding Tan Sri Hassan Yunus, and then he was the principal for the College Islam Malaya, okay, now known as Faculty of Islamic Studies at the National University of Malaysia, at the UKM. Okay. Okay, so my fourth, okay, this one is for, I think it was this one the last, okay, yeah, this is the last, my last assignment, okay, or what I need to do is in South Johor, which is the program, I mean not this program, but the short history or today in history, right? So as we from Education Bureau, we did today in history, right? So and as well as historical figures. So but the difference is it is specifically on Johor. So hari ini dalam sejarah Johor or today in Johor history. So what it is initiative by the bahagian Suratan Sejarah to encourage, okay, the nature of reading and knowing the history of Johor. So yeah, basically this one for instance, it's actually hard copy, but I did this, okay, for sake only. Okay, so so yeah, just a brief. I mean, just short, okay, not just a long pitch, but just a brief one so that everyone can read and know what happened, what is going on today. Okay, this day in history, right? Okay, so next is, okay, so this is important, okay, because I wanted to share something for specifically for everyone who did final year project, okay, especially one you did in nation history. Okay, you need to know that there were a lot of digitized newspapers, okay, that can be accessed just at your fingertips. So you don't have to be worried that you have to go to a national archive. But don't worry, just this one is excerpt from the Singapore Free Press and Advisor, taken from the National Library Board Singapore. This one, okay, this is okay, this is the website for the digital papers, but it involves about in between 1860s until 1990s. So you can just access this is one of the primary sources, okay, which can be accessed easily, okay, and yeah, that's all. Yeah, so okay, so basically, and last but not least, from my personal opinion, okay, for anyone and for everyone, that anyone who desire, okay, who have intention to best intention to do internship at SMS Johor, you are very welcome. Okay, because it is suitable for us, especially history students. And for your information, I was the only one student who was undergoing the internship. Okay, I mean in my division, okay, in the bahagian Perusahaan Sejarah, because the other students they did internship called in other division. Okay, but I just recall one, our sister Aida, she was undergoing internship also at Institution Johor, but specifically in the museum, in the Kota Tinggi Museum. So yeah, and of course, this is one of maybe one of your questions, right? If you ask, does Institution Johor provide allowance? Yes, it provides allowance, and at the end of your internship, they will give you just one off. Okay, one off. I mean, they will just transfer to your account. So yeah, this is actually will be very helpful for those whose their home is very far away from the internship institution, right? So yeah, I think that's all from me. I'm sorry for any inconvenience. So thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Brother Ahmad Faik. Next, I would like to invite Sister Rafiqah.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, my name is Nur Rafika. I'm just graduate last semester, and now I'm just doing a food dropship for now, and then try to apply any company. And right now, the reason why I just stay just relax at home because I want to try to improve myself until Araya, and then I try to apply more placement job placement. Okay, so the previous internship I try to very far from our courses, which is I try to apply the private company, the activity Samdan Berhad. Okay, this company is just 2 years, not just 2 years, 3 years, just a new company, startup company, which is, if you guys know, the startup company is very quite hectic. So I just challenge myself and I try to apply this company. Okay, how I ended apply private company is because first of all, actually I try to apply my internship placement quite late, around 1 month before or 2 months before. So I hope that everyone here don't be like me, don't apply last minute. Okay, otherwise you will get feel frustrated because during my time when I try to apply my internship, I try a lot of, especially the government, already in full for the internship placement. So I don't have any opportunity. And then I try one of the place I try is PPAG, Pusat Penelitian Arkeologi Global at USM. I almost get there, get internship placement there, but unfortunately because last year we have MCO and they didn't sure with about whether I can doing my internship there. So I try apply the private company instead. So and I feel grateful because how I get this internship placement, because one of the help by our HOD itself, he tried to promote for those who want to apply the internship, try to apply this company. So I try and alhamdulillah I got, but before that I have a two stage interview, before I got the private company. Normally, if you want to try to pursue internship placement beyond your courses, actually, and they have maybe they have internship. Maybe they have an interview, either one only or two stage of the interview. So for me, I have two times for interview, and the first is I have to submit my answer, around 7 answer like that, before not before the end of the day, to like 24 hours. So one of the question I can share with you is like they ask, why should we take you as an intern in this company, around 150 words. So I have to try to answer all the questions, and then after that I pass, and then I have another interview, which is I have to interview online with the CEO itself. Okay, to be honest, at that time I really scared, because I will have to interview with the CEO itself, and the CEO is a Malay, and he's a good and quite perfectionist, but I'm very grateful because he has my supervisor, so I work with him under him directly. So what I have learned with the in the Jobtivity is actually the company who try to help the job seeker trying to get the work, and in order to that they has launched their products, which is known as Workets. Workets is like learning platform online, like recorded platform, and you guys have to learn from the recorded platform, and then you have tasks to do it, and they will review your tasks, and then after you finish you get the certificate, and then you can within the certificate you can apply another job, like that, something like that. So I after I got the internship here, internship in Jobtivity, I got in programs a product. I need to manage program product, need to assist the CEO, and then need to assist the executive product staff. So it's really totally different with the our courses, and I think like sometimes I feel I'm I'm really student history. I'm like, because what I have learned in the internship placements, like I'm the ICT student. Seriously, because it's totally different. But the best thing is you can have something new experience that you didn't know before. And can I share my report, internship report? Yeah. Maybe if I share it, you guys can more not clearly. Can you guys see in my slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now can you guys see my slide?
Yes.
Okay. My slide's not really good, like brother Faik. Okay. Okay, so here is my report, in my internship report. Okay, this is my CEO. Okay, also my supervisor. And then what I expectation as a student, at first I already talked to my CEO itself. I want to learn from the beginning. I want to start from the zero, because I didn't know anything much about the working area. So, and he said he really need to teach me. Okay, and then I very grateful because he really need to teach me. Even though even the weekend, he tried to spend his time with me to teach me a lot of the things about the how to make the report, how to read the data, and so on. everything is from the work from home basis. I'm not going to the company face to face because at the time we have the MCO and then we have to work from home. So I stay at my home and I intern from my home only. So this is benefit, but that benefit side. But the bad side is I don't have chance to see the working area, and sometimes we have the miscommunications within our supervisor and for me itself. And then okay. Okay, this is this is my task during the internship placement. During my internship, there's a lot of things I need to do because I'm handle the programs and the product of the company. And yeah, like testing product, I need to testing the workets, the worket platform, whether the video is good or not. I need testing product, and then I have to study about what can I improve the product. So I need to doing some research, like I search like another learning platform to find what else we can do to attract people to learn with us, and so much more. And then okay, this also there's lots of my work. Okay, actually, and wait, I just highlight a few things. Okay, this is my um one of my tasks, which is testing products. Okay, we need to like I said before, we need to detect any bugs in our what we call our products. Okay, if I like macam terlepas pandang, I will apa kena marah. Like I was scolded by him. Okay. So because of that, I need to work work macam teliti. Kalau tak, kena marah. Something like that. Then okay, ni like study research ada platform, and then like then I need to plan. Okay, after doing research, I need to plan, and I need to present to the CEO and the other staff. So this is very my new experience at the time. I quite scared, and then because this my first time to present in around 10 minutes only. Okay, 10 minutes only. Kena padat, ayat kena padat, details kena padat, and I need to present to all the staff. Alhamdulillah, I managed to do it. But of course, I have some mistake, which is some of the thing yang tak related, I still include. So I got dapat advice from my CEO. I need to improve more and more. Next, okay, this my every week I need to do it, which is send emails to users. The send emails to users, like I need to be more professional, and then I need to use email using from the another apps. Okay, I don't know whether you guys already heard about the that apps or not, but for me, during my internship, I just know about this application, which is Hotspot or Intercom. These apps usually the company use for them to send the email. So I need to learn a lot how to do it through the Hotspot or Intercoms. Okay, it's not really easy, but I love it because I love to challenge myself. So yeah, and then okay, the thing is this making table report. Of course, this is making table report for the client. Need to send to the client, which is the purchaser and result at the time our client. So at the time I need to use the Excel. So I want to advise you guys, if you guys I think any working area, I think we have to know more about the in Excel, the basic one, because for me I not really use Excel. Because of that I like macam tak pandai sangat, and then I got scolded from my CEO. Tapi the best thing is because of him I try to learn more about the Excel, and then the words that I still remember that he said is apa you belajar dekat universiti. That words I really surprised and macam ouch macam tu. But at the end I try to manage. Okay, I try to learn more about Excel, and alhamdulillah I okay with it, because I need to make report. So I hope you guys can learn more about Excel. Okay, and then yeah, the most I feel like most I like is I try I got opportunity to join the meeting with the another company, which the big company, as the Traju. Okay, so I know about how they try to meeting about the company, to see how the company within the company to discuss. And then after the meeting I also need to make a minute meeting. So at the time I feel like minute meeting I have experienced before, like because I joined these forums before. So because of that I know how to make the minute meeting. And minute meeting we need to make a very details, and then what happened they have been discussed and need to faster. Yeah, if you guys want to work in the private company, you guys have to really ready yourself, because they will work fast. Okay, faster, so you guys have to fast also. And then yeah, before I end my internship I have to do making SOP. This is SOP like how I do it during my internship. This will this like guideline for the other people, in case or new member or other staff will need to do my part after I have done my internship. So they have to see my SOP only, and they know what they need to do. So I around 14 SOP I need to do at the time. And then one of the thing I feel like I will be honored about it, which is I teach the staff. Even though I'm internship student, I have experience to teach the staff itself, which is they didn't know what I doing in my field, which is program product. So I need to teach that stuff because they didn't do it before. So I have to teach them. So yeah, and then okay, these are our meeting. I cannot show you because there's 50 people here. And then yeah, another thing is okay. Okay, not really problem lah, but is the reality of the work. If you guys wish to work with the private company, which is the time management, sometimes you have to able to being a pressure. Okay, and then quite hectic. Yeah, especially the startup company. Sometimes you have to work until night. Okay, I have experience to do my work until night, and but it's okay because I love to learn any experience with, and I think that it's okay because I just work from home, so I think it's okay. And yeah, I think if you guys feel like you are love to challenge yourself, love to ready to be pressure, if you okay to be scolded, not scolded kan, terlalu teruk lah, macam ditegur oleh staff kan, yang korang macam boleh terima teguran tu, so go on to try to private company. Kalau tak, if guys macam boleh tahu lah, macam at least korang you guys know macam mana nak macam mana working area, how the private company runs. Yeah, the challenges is like I said before, need to catch up faster. So and many system that like I said before, need for my slide. Okay, I just want to advise again. Don't afraid to apply. If you guys want to beyond try to apply beyond our from our courses, just be ready. And it's quite challenging, but it's really fun. Because of this company, because of my internships here, I learned so much work. I learned so much experience and the new things, and yeah, the stuff's really good there, and until now, what they advised to me, I still remember, and I try to apply during my I try to apply when I try to apply my job right now. So maybe inshallah if I got a job, I try to apply what they have done. They have had advice to me as if you make a mistake, say sorry immediately, and then if you don't know, ask them. If you know, you try to explore first and then ask them, something like that. There's a lot of thing about the work life you have learned at there. If you want to learn, if you want to apply in private company. Okay, that's all for me.
Thank you, Sister Rafika. Before we go to the Q&A session, Brother Aiman Zaidi, would you like to add something such as what task did you need to complete, or what is the advantage of applying the internship at Arkib Negara?
Okay, thank you, moderator, for the question. Actually, I misunderstood the question before. It's okay. I will share some slides regarding the experience that I have during my internship. Oh, wait. Everyone can see my slides? Okay. This my slide regarding the internship, my internship. Okay, this is the archive and the archive Negeri Perak. It's quite a large building actually, 4 levels. However, the workers around 6 people. Okay, so like I said before that I said that archive is not suitable for history student. On one thing is because it's not really related to history, however, it's more to documentation. However, I recommend you to apply internship in the archive due to the experience of working in the government institution. That's I really encourage all of you to apply because you will see there are quite a diverse works not only dealing with the documentation in ARCID. Okay, this is an organization chart. Okay, my expectation is like I said before, about record keeping, because for the seniors of history and civilization department, you know that we have done like a documentation, record keeping during the research methodology subject, in which we deal with the Archive Negara Kuala Lumpur. So my expectation also like that, to do this kind of the same things in the Archive Perak. However, in reality, actually it's quite different, because this is in case of the Archive Perak. From what I heard from the Archive Kedah and Perlis, they also do the same things that they done in the research methodology, which is the summarization and documentation, but a lot more. And there are a lot of institutions that need to be covered. However, in Archive Perak case, we exposed to another thing, which I can summarize in the terms clerical works, working in office. Okay, so my working experience, okay, I actually done this internship with other seniors, also Mas Amirul Shahmi. Okay, as you see, my supervisor is our assistant director at Archive Perak, and he was a very good set of supervisor, very hardworking one. Every time we have a meeting with him, he always gives some advice on how we want to deal with a real life working experience, in which that, okay, when working, you cannot expect something and something. You have to deal with something and something. So I will also explain about that later. Okay, so this is one of the first job, like I said, about the clerical work that I've done in Archive, which is especially in Archive Perak, which is about registration. You have been assigned to do registrations activities, stuff, works that deal with accepting letters and then recorded the letters. All of these letters is coming from the government institution all around Perak. So you need to record this, especially. So that's the role of the Archive, actually, to record things, especially government officials' letters. Okay, so and then we have to use this in data in digital document management system. This system actually common used by the government sectors. So any place, if you have been assigned to do clerical works at any government sectors, you will have to deal with this system, digital document management system. You need to scan, you need to put all the information, key information from the letters, and then you have to submit it to your director or assistant director. This is all the process, and this work we are done throughout the July. Okay, because July, August, and September, 3 months of our internship. So this we've done in July. Okay, the clerical work is answering phone call. This is quite interesting, actually. You have to deal with a lot of people from various backgrounds, races, and needs and everything. So sometimes you can become even overwhelmed due to that. Oh, I have to call, to answer this call, and you're like, okay, apa dia nak minta ni kan? Apa dia nak minta ni kan? So usually that the things that for Archive, when answering the phone call, they will ask about how to dispose documents, because that's one of the works. The works that Archive will give advice for, and record management courses, request government gazette, and appointment for research. Yeah, because Archive is a place that we store all the primary sources, most of them. So many researchers, lecturers, and students want to do research, particularly regarding the state history, the Perak history. So they will come and make an appointment, because you cannot just walk in. Actually, you need to make an appointment. Then we will serve you in that regard. So and next, the customer service. Yeah, you will sit at the front desk, and you will deal with people physically on this. Because another thing, when working in Archive, all the works are mostly physical. All the works are mostly physical, even though during this like pandemic period, we need to do the physical task also. There are not really much of online, uh, except for the arcade Kuala Lumpur, because they have a lot of stuff. So usually the interns who participate in arcade Kuala Lumpur, they only have to do the documentation through online working. For the other branches in the state, mostly they will do the physical work, like what I have mentioned before. Okay, receiving letters, stamping archive, official stamp, and handing government gazette. Okay, this is another work that you will face during this work, which is survey and record the coordination and position of boxes in the warehouse. As you can see, there are a lot of boxes. This I even mentioned the third warehouse, 300 boxes. And all of these boxes are related to the government institution. For example, Pejabat Mufti, Perak. So there are like 10 boxes that have 10, that have files, maybe like 40 files related to the Jabatan Mufti, Perak things. So you need to survey, you need to open one by one to do deals, record how much the files in each box and everything. So the result here, as you can see, I use this. Actually, I didn't use Excel. I use Word because because the supervisor gives me document. So this is the numbers that you will need to record for these boxes. And actually, most of the arcade workers we will expect this. Arcade interns will be expect to do this works. Okay, next. Yeah, this is the common works for the arcade, which is record keeping work with computerized archival system, Compass, which that we will deal with the box. We open the box, one box, and we will check every files in the box, and then key in the data regarding the files. And most of the files is like 50 years old, 60 years old, is already crumbling. So you need to use a glove actually to deal with this kind of task. And yeah, you will be assigned with one government institution, and usually each month the arcade will have a target for you to finish. Maybe you will finish about 1 month, 2 government institution, because one government institution maybe have about like 10 boxes or 20 boxes. Inside each boxes, we don't know how many files, sometimes hundreds. So you will be assigned with this each of the government institution. Okay, and another we will call site work actually. The things that you will experience during in the arcade is that you will have the opportunity to make to experience bookmaking, to make a book, in which the staff will teach you how to make book from zero. I mean, how you want to bind it and like this. This is some of the example of how I make my book as experience my book. They need to drilling all the papers and then sewing and gum and everything and then stamp. So it become the hardcover book like this in the final result. Okay, this is about my last internship. Okay, I recommend this place as internship option for history students because yes, you will experience this kind of job actually in most of the government sectors jobs. I mean, the environment that you feel in this internship, like you have the available the job available like clerical work. It means that you need to do the administrative jobs, stuff, and everything, and also it will develop your skills in other related parts like conversation. I mean, your communication skills, because you have to deal with customers, and because government sector is a what we call a place where everyone will go, and so you will meet every different people, and we have to develop your communication skills there. And also yeah, actually the only thing that is I think that related to history actually with about the archive job is handling handling the archival materials, because during your process of key in data, actually, you can read all the files and all of these primary sources, actually, you can read. And interestingly, I have also found one of the unique things, which is Japanese propaganda leaflets during 1945, which is quite amazing that, you know, oh, there are still these first-hand things, first-hand, what we call, primary sources still exist. So it's quite interesting. And the other things that my friend Masamiro found out about how Perak State organized celebration of Queen Elizabeth's anniversary in Perak, actually in all of her colonies. However, this is on the governmental level during that colonial time. So it's very much interesting if you want to take time to read all of these primary sources. And then this environment is very encouraging, yes, because staff in government sector, you actually will meet with a lot of veterans, actually. Not really someone with around your age or someone young, but more on the veteran, like the 50s and the 40s. And this is really give you good experience on how this veteran work and many other things. And because they will treat you like like you are like grandson and his son or something like that. However, it's very, very attentive, I can say. And this is like what I call the problem. Actually, the problem when I'm doing with my internship throughout the time, overall we don't have really like busyness. No, we don't have busyness. We don't really busy, and all the works need to be done within the day. I mean, within if you go on Monday, only the Monday that you will finish all the work. Then when you go home, you have nothing to do. That's what we call, I can say perks for the archive works, actually. Maybe due to the internship or due to the pandemic period. However, this kind of experience that I experienced there during my internship. However, the problems may be on the technicalities, because actually I can say that Arcade Perak is very understaffed, because yeah, can you imagine a four levels building only have 6 staff, and they have quite huge spaces that can be underestimated for 30 staff, and yet they will only have 6 staff, and all the works will be redundant. Actually, one workers will have to do like what 3 division works to settle. So this is a kind of sad, actually. And your existence, actually, as the interns in the arcade, particularly is to fill this gap, actually, to fill this understaffed. So you will have to do many more things than usual, and it's quite overworked. And then another problem is regarding the standardization in instruction, which that you have to deal with the veteran, and you have to deal with the youngest and the younger workers, and so both of them have experienced different methods of doing work throughout the arcade history, and yet some of them really stick to their own opinion. So you have to deal with this kind of stuff with the working staff. And this also teach you how to deal with people, especially your coworker, when it comes to this internship. So overall, I can say it's very, very fun and beneficial experience, because I think that this kind of skills and also environment that you experience during your internship in arcade will really helpful for you to apply for the jobs that may be related to this kind of internship, like public administration and also human resources and others like secretarial job. However, if you want to pursue other careers, then maybe this kind of internship is not for you. I mean, like for you to have like the environmental worker in the private company, then this kind of things can be helpful. However, you need to be more push yourself, and rather than be lazy actually. However, this kind of experience is really good for future, especially for one who want to apply for the governmental jobs in governmental sectors. So, and I think that's all for me. This is a very good experience for my internship. And thank you.
Thank you to all of our speakers for the sharing session just now. I hope all participants enjoyed this amazing presentation and can get benefit from the sharing today. Without further ado, let us proceed to the question and answer session. If any of the participants would like to ask any question, please turn on your mic or you can just type it down on the chat box.
Ini soalan untuk saya kan? Okay, saya okay lah. For the allowance for 3 months, okay. I don't know exactly, but when I get that one off, so it is around one. Monthly approximately 800, but you know, as I have been working hybrid, right? So not every day you will go to office. So yeah, you will get just I think, okay, can I mention the amount? So not okay, 1790. So yeah, so that's really helpful for actually for those for us students to especially to buy books, okay, for your reference for your FYP. Yeah. Did that answer your question, brother? Thank you.
Okay, in regards for the archive actually, this is depending of the branches that you actually do this kind of internship. Because for what I heard, Arcade Perak, Arcade Kedah, and I don't know another one arcade, and this arcade all doesn't give allowance because you know governmental sectors, especially in this part, the archive is really not given any what we call money to provide for the internship. So you actually have to work free. However, I like to highlight that even though he doesn't give a high allowance, the acceptance are actually very high. I mean, like if you really want to focus only finishing your internship, then it's recommendable to apply for arcade. But if you apply only because you want also some things and some allowance, then don't apply for arcade. Apply for private companies or other governmental sectors, because other government sectors, if I'm not mistaken, like Ministry of Education also give some of the allowance to the internship students. So that is for my part.
Okay, for me, because I intern in the private sector, of course I got the allowance, but around 500, 400, 500, something like that. And that I also, because of I work from home, and yeah, that's kind of benefit. You work from home and you got allowance, but yeah, this is the kind of benefit. But the others is you cannot go to the face to face, you cannot see the company itself. However, yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, in others company also in the private sector, you will have the allowance around 500 or more. Usually, yeah. That's all.
Do we have any more questions from the participants?
Let us like for maybe for Emman and Faik, since you guys experience like office work, so does is it the dress code is still restrict, or you guys still have certain level of restriction, ke boleh je pakai biasa-biasa pergi office?
Okay, for that question, actually, for internship in government sectors, you are encouraged to wear professionally, to wear like baju kemeja and the tie and everything, and you are really encouraged. However, it depends on your director or site supervisor actually. If your site supervisor is someone with a high position, like a director or assistant director, maybe if he said that you can wear something casual and everything, then you can go proceed. But if he doesn't say anything, you better you better wear professionally, because government sector is very strict actually regarding the dress code. You need to wear professionally. Like for Jumaat, you can wear kurta or baju Melayu or anything, because that is the standard for every government institution to wear that kind of thing. In Thursday, you need to wear baju batik. However, because my internship only due to we only work on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I doesn't get any opportunity to wear baju batik. So I only wear baju kemeja and also the baju kurta and baju Melayu, something like that. So you need to wear professionally for government sectors, unless be given the be given rukhsah there, and if the director is you're wearing something like that.
Okay, so as for me, I think I still remember when I first came to SL Studio. Okay, I wore the t-shirt with tie, okay, tuck in, okay, when there's slack. I mean, yeah, we have to get what we call first impression, right? So from your director, from your supervisor, but I think the next day, my supervisor asked me just, Faiz jangan pakai baju ni, apa pakai baju biasa je. Pakai apa? Just wear t-shirt kan. Maknanya he gave me permission, okay, to just wear t-shirt, and then but we have to just tuck in lah. So slack, tuck in, and then of course with shoes. Because your work is mainly dia tak kerja luar. Sebab kalau if you are from you were assigned to do your internship at the administration division, then only yes you have to be called casual, like casually, yeah, right. So you have to wear tie, you have to wear t-shirt, right? So yeah, that's all. I think yeah, that's my answer. Thank you.
As for me, because of the private sector, and my previous staff, they said that if they go to the face-to-face office, they have to wear like casual. The woman can wear the seluar and pakai seluar slap, something like that, but be more macam pakaian tu biar appropriate, like that. Nampak dia macam nampak professional, but boleh pakai lebih pada macam casual. Baju boleh pakai baju kurung ataupun boleh pakai seluar. Yang dia looks like more appropriate. Tu je. That's all my for my answer.
Okay, we got question from Ros Faiza. Do we need to ask for the job scope before applying internship?
Yes, actually, you need to ask about the job scope because you doesn't go blindly applying for internship. You need to ask everything, every training. This kind of reminders will be given by Dr. Fauzia every time during the internship briefing. She will remind you. You need to ask the job scope, what you will doing, the allowance, and also the transportation, the place. If the place is so far, then can you have like accommodation? And so all of these things you need to ask during the call or during the email session. And in order to have the fully picture on how you will do your internship, if you just if you not ask, then you doesn't have to be surprised what we will expect because you didn't ask. So you need to ask for what you expect. Okay.
Yes, I have some answer from Aiman, but of course when you apply, right? So for before you apply for internship, you have to write the cover letter, right? So when you write the cover letter, as for me, yeah, yes, it was it is divided into four divisions, right? So I choose the bahagian Suatu Sejarah. So I mainly know what is the job scope there. So basically, you have to just ask about what as mentioned by Abang Mazli, what will you do there, okay, apa yang you akan buat sebenarnya kan. So for how long, okay. And I'm sorry that I forgot to mention that when in September I was diarahkan di assigned by instructed by director himself, okay, director himself to experience in the administration division. So just 2 weeks, 2 weeks before I completed my internship, I was assigned at the administration division. So you have, as for me, I think it is beneficial because you learn to know what is DCR, gantian cuti rehat, and you have to know what is Excel, how to use Excel, and for their gaji statement. So just right. So yeah, that's experience when you learn when you are interested in administration, because history is not just about you become a teacher, become a lecturer, like become a consultant, but you can work beyond that. So yeah, one of the field is administration. So yes, you have to know at least Excel and Word. So yeah, so thank you.
For me, I agree with the most speakers said, and for for the for myself, during my I try to email them, and they reply my email and ask what department I should choose. I think about 6 department for my company, for my internship company, around 6 department if I'm not mistaken, and I choose the program and products. There's a lot like marketing, sales, but I try to choose program and products. And if you want to apply private company, like in LinkedIn, mostly if you can see in LinkedIn, they already specific the your job scope or your macam mana orang cakap bahagian bidang tu. Contoh like I have experience try to apply Zalora in bahagian social media marketing, but then I got rejected because not, maybe they think I'm not related with them. If you are lucky, you will get it because some of our university students already got internship in Zalora. So there are in LinkedIn, usually they specific lah, dia punya job scope dan bidang tu. So easily you can apply because you already know what you want to. Okay, I think that's all from me.
Okay, Okay, do we have any more questions?
Dah.
Okay, I think that's it. By the end of the Q&A just now, mark the end of today's event. Before we end, we will have a photography session. You are welcome to open your camera. All cooperation are needed.
Okay, for those who can open, please open, show your beautiful faces. Okay, show. Okay, I'll start now. Okay, one, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Last one, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Once again, thank you everyone for joining our event today, and special gratitude to our speakers today for sharing their experience in doing internships. May Allah bless you with endless happiness, and I would like to apologize for any inconvenience on behalf of myself and the organizer. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to all to our speakers.
Thank you semua.
Terima kasih Man. Terima baik. Terima kasih Kak Lisa.
Thank
kat mana tu?
you everyone. Thank you Surya.
Thank you, everyone.
Faik kat mana tu?